What's up everyone, Wavy here. Today got wisdom right here. Diablo 4 somehow got worse and so did Blizzard. Let's react to it.
Well, thank God we built you. What a blessing for the community. Do you understand that it's actually statistically harder for a team to be this consistently bad than it is for them to occasionally accidentally be good? The probability is staggering. Do you have any idea how low our expectations are? You are a factory of sadness!
So, are you willing to admit I was right about Diablo 4?
Yep.
I accept your apology. I tried to tell you guys. I tried to warn you.
I warned you. I warned you.
But did you listen to me? Oh, well, most of you did, but some of you didn't. Some of you held on to hope.
I was kind of in the middle of it.
You poor fools. I was eager to see what Blizzard had planned for season 1 and how this new season would go over with fans who were still playing the game. What I didn't expect is that Diablo 4 would get worse with the new season update. It would actually get so bad to the point where diehard fans who were defending it before the season have now completely given up on the game. What on God's green earth could have possibly occurred to sway sentiment so radically? But that's what we're gonna find out today. Let's run through some of the dumb, scummy, shady, backwards ass design decisions Blizzard has made with Diablo 4. This isn't for the faint of heart, guys, because things are much worse than we could have possibly imagined. Whoopi Goldberg has demanded a refund for Blizzard because Diablo 4 cannot be played on Mac.
About my favorite game, Diablo. And suddenly now Diablo 4 is not available to me on my Apple computer.
This injustice cannot be allowed.
Give me my Apple 4, because I paid for it. I was all excited for it. I went to play on it, and I'm telling you, this really pissed me off. Tell me next time, say we're done on Apple, but let me have the 4. Let me play on the 4 because you made me so excited for it.
We are truly living in the worst timeline. Anyways, let's get on to the real stuff. As we all know, every game these days needs a battle pass, otherwise it's trash, garbage, nobody's ever gonna play it. So naturally, Diablo 4 has one.
There's some good ones, but there are also some bad ones like this one.
This alone might make it a masterpiece in many people's eyes. However, in most games with battle passes, you expect to earn enough currency in that battle pass to purchase the next one. It's kind of a nice reward for players who don't spend money but invest the time.
As much as I hate Infinite and the terrible started at, the pass system of itself is quite good.
So that they can get the premium rewards in the next pass. Or, you know, you can use the currency to buy specific items, skins, emotes, whatever. They have crafted what is quite possibly the scummiest, dirtiest battle pass ever. If you complete the Season 1 pass, you earn 666 Diablo fun bucks.
Nice.
I see what you did there. 666. Ooh, that's so cute. Except you can't purchase fucking anything with 666 coins in Diablo 4. Man, you guys should really hire a fucking 4th grade math student because your math is awful. This, of course, is the same scummy tactic Microsoft used to use with Xbox points before they ditched that concept in 2013. A decade old.
Yeah, they knew it was wrong.
It is that outdated. What Blizzard is doing right now, they create a currency, they create that currency's value, and then they make a fucked up conversion rate so you never have exactly as many points as the thing you want to purchase. That is by design, so you will always feel the need to purchase more points. But Blizzard took it a step further than that. Oh boy, they have been thinking months and seasons ahead with how fucking scummy this is. As one Reddit user points out, if you try to use coins to only buy battle passes, look at this math. With a price of 1,000 coins per battle pass, getting 666 coins means that on your second pass, you'll have 1,332. Great, you can get a battle pass and have 332 coins left over. However, on the Season 3 pass, getting 666 coins means you will have 998.
No way.
Exactly too short of getting another battle pass. This is wild to me because even in Call of Duty, they give you enough credits in the battle pass to buy the next one. Somehow, the battle pass gets worse though, because if you purchase the Ultimate or Deluxe edition of D4, well, it's safe to say you're probably a hardcore fan. You deserve a nice reward for spending that little extra bit of money. So they gave players a premium battle pass, one that Blizzard themselves said could be redeemed for any season. What's that? Maybe you don't like the current season gimmick of Malignant Hearts and all that? Oh, that's fine. You can redeem the pass later. However, if you scroll to the seasonal page, it will highlight the Activate Premium Pass option. So if you hit A by accident, oops.
Let's see if it counted. No!
F.
No!
He did it.
Bro, if that thing activated,
Did you make it crash, or did the game actually just crash?
the game actually just crashed. I hope it crashed and it didn't activate it. Like, if that's a one-click activation, fuck you, dude.
It is.
I'll be right back.
Fuck you!
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
You've just redeemed the battle pass. Oh boy, that's so unfortunate. Oh, what a bad stroke of luck you just had. Tee-hee. Looks like Blizzard just made a little fucky wucky with the battle pass in the UI. Isn't that so cute? Yeah, it's cute how fucking desperate you are for people to keep playing this game. You have to resort to using dark patterns. Are you fucking kidding me?
What the fuck's wrong with you?
How do your business practices continue to get
It's
more
greedy,
scummy?
Elif.
How do you get worse over time? What is a dark pattern? A dark pattern is a UI that is specifically crafted to trick users into redeeming things, purchasing things that they otherwise wouldn't have, right? It's a UI without safeguards. When you click log out of RuneScape, it takes
Are
two
you sure?
clicks instead of one.
Yeah.
So you don't do that by mistake. This is the most basic fucking concept when it comes to user interface design, but it's surprisingly missing in this game. You know, Epic Games used a dark pattern in Fortnite that they ended up having to pay over $500 million for. Yeah, $275 million to the FTC and $245 million to refund players that were tricked and duped into paying for things they otherwise wouldn't have. Obviously, this isn't as bad as what Epic did, but it's the same intention. This would be like if you hit the add to cart button on Amazon and it just purchased it for you and refused a refund. Nope. You click the one button. Nope. You're stuck with it. Blizzard is also refusing refunds, right? This is what they said. Once claimed, a Diablo 4 battle pass cannot be revoked. Customer service is unable to assist with removing or reissuing already claimed passes.
Damn.
Go fuck yourself. The amount of predatory practices in Diablo 4 is so outrageous at this point, I'm surprised Chris Hansen hasn't shown up.
You want to explain yourself?
It's not predatory. You already paid for the battle pass. You've just accidentally clicked it. Maybe read the prompts on your screen?
Objection!
Not predatory, you say. Accidentally clicked? It shouldn't be possible to misclick something like this. That's what the UI designers are for. That's what safeguards are for. Are you sure you want to redeem the battle pass?
Pressing button X dismantles the gear clearly isn't enough to prevent him from doing it. And so we actually ended up adding a safety mechanism that you don't just have to tap a button to dismantle your gear, Dustin. You have to press and hold the button. And the more valuable the piece of gear, the longer you have to hold it to dismantle it.
In their Season of the Malignant blog post, Blizzard says this: if you purchase the Deluxe or Ultimate Edition of Diablo 4 and want to redeem your Battle Pass for this season, navigate to the Season section of the shop and select the option to activate your Battle Pass. If it ain't predatory, where's the fucking option? This is one of the scummiest things I've ever seen Blizzard try to pull. But once you start viewing Blizzard's decisions with Diablo 4 through the lens of maximizing player retention and revenue, then everything falls into place. It all makes sense.
So if you were a product person, you couldn't change the course of that company very much. So who influenced the success of PepsiCo? The sales and marketing people. Therefore, they were the ones that got promoted, and therefore they were the ones that ran the company.
Like, I've seen this clip like 15 times already.
The same thing can happen in technology companies. So the people that can make the company more successful are sales and marketing people. And they end up running the companies.
Yeah.
And the product people get driven out of the decision-making forums.
And later we find out that they had dramatically slashed the budget for Warcraft 3 Reforged to almost nothing. And it's pretty clear to me that it came from the top, maybe even Kotick directly. They screwed the game that we all wanted to see for money because they thought there was no money in this.
And the companies forget what it means to make great products.
Have you ever thought about adding servers for previous expansions as they were then?
No. And by the way, you don't want to do that either. You think you do,
but you don't.
Sort of the product sensibility and the product genius that brought them to that monopolistic position gets rotted out by people running these companies who have no conception of a good product versus a bad product.
We want to use mobile devices as the platform for a new Diablo game.
They have no conception of the
have phones?
craftsmanship that's required to take a good idea and turn it into a good product. And they really have no feeling in their hearts, usually, about wanting to really help the customers.
So my theory is Blizzard knew players weren't going to react well to some of the changes they made in the patch. So to keep some hardcore players invested, they used a dark pattern to trick them into redeeming the battle pass.
Oh shit. Fuck.
The face, man.
I was trying to click Season Journey.
Like the first time I got in the Legendary in an internal build, I did this. I accidentally dismantled it because we didn't have any safeguards. And I was so angry. I was ready to go over and punch somebody on the UI team.
Well, I guess I have the fucking battle pass now. God damn it. That is fucking sneaky, dude. That pisses me off so much. I might as well claim all my fucking rewards.
You might as well redeem those rewards. You might as well grind out the rest of the battle pass, cause oopsie doopsie, looks like you redeemed it, fella. Better keep playing Diablo 4. Don't ever stop. Don't ever stop playing this game ever for any reason. Keep playing. Old Blizzard is dead. And if you're like me, it's time you finally realize that.
Well, Blizzard is dead. It is a corpse. It is a corpse being puppeteered by Activision.
There's no hope anymore.
And Bobby Kotick. And it's going to be used as basically a factory to put the Blizzard stamp on things and stoke nostalgia to get sales. And that's it. That's it.
Running out of storage space is an issue that 100% of all Diablo 4 players will run into at some point. So naturally, the new season introduces a mandatory item that takes up more inventory space. It exacerbates the issue even further. The Diablo fans have used...
It's quite sad that the currency of the free is like 10 times better than all of this.
Universally praised the presence of malignant hearts in the normal inventory slot. I have not heard a single person criticize this at all. The lack of a gem tab has been universally praised by all Diablo fans.
Do you guys remember how people were complaining over the fact that gems took up too much stash space? Blizzard fixed that problem. You want to know how they fixed that problem? I can guarantee you that almost nobody's going to be complaining about bag space because of gems. Because your bags are going to be filled with fucking malignant hearts. Holy crap. But look at this shit. This is like 3 dungeons. I'm not exaggerating. This is 3 malignant dungeons worth of items. Are you kidding me?
If this company gave even a molecule of a shit about the fans, about providing the best experience for those fans, limited stash wouldn't even be something we're talking about. But why? Why is the stash space such a contentious issue? Well, it's the same reason they made teleport cost 2 seconds longer. Blizzard is trying to milk every single microsecond of playtime out of you. The less storage you have, the more time you spend micromanaging your inventory.
Look at my stash.
Classic.
I don't, okay, whatever. I guess we're supposed to spend even more time fucking around with our stashes.
Blizzard, can you just cut the shit? Why are you playing stupid fucking games with me and the rest of the Diablo fan base? Why are you wasting your time trying to trick me and the rest of us into playing this game? Have you ever thought about making a good video game?
No!
And the game is so fun, I want to keep playing it? Whoa! Radical concept, bro! That's fucking crazy! People don't play video games because they're fun anymore. What? What is that nonsense? Enough nickel and diming us of our precious time.
Like Baldur's Gate, like, did they ever over 1 million? Like at some point? I don't know.
Just make a good video game. How is this such a radical concept? Quality of life. What does that mean? I have no idea. But now because of Blizzard's dog shit game design, players have to figure out their own workarounds for this. They have to create mule characters to hold more inventory. Either that, or you just have to say screw it and get rid of the items you don't want to.
I'm actually to the point where I'm going to have to start getting rid of perfect powers that are actually valuable. In Diablo 3, when you would complete a season journey, it would give you an extra tab. Can we get 1 or 2 or 10 for completing it, please?
People shouldn't have to ask for a scoreboard in Battlefield games. They shouldn't have to ask for a Slayer playlist in Halo. And they shouldn't have to ask for adequate storage space in a game that is all about collecting fucking loot. And the worst part, this is by design. This is intentional. Blizzard did use its community managers to soak up the sniper bullets fired from upset fans and force those community managers to give some dumbass excuse that is so stupid it would have been better if they completely ignored this and didn't even mention it. When you see another player in game, you load them and their entire stash filled with all their items. This is no different than when 343 said they couldn't add a Slayer playlist to Halo Infinite because of UI limitations. It's like, but you designed the game this way.
Like,
you
why?
designed these limitations. No other online RPG I've ever played has ever had these issues. How the fuck does RuneScape work? What kind of wizardry is that? My bank? Look at all these slots I have in my bank. How the hell does this game load this for every other player in the server?
It's not possible.
That is just insane, dude. Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain that. How the hell did you guys get WoW to work? How did you possibly manage that? That is the greatest technical achievement in modern human history. Okay, so he's also saying that if we weren't forced to load other players and their stash inventory, right? Okay, run with me on this. If we weren't forced to do that, we could have a bigger stash. Oh shit. Oh no. What's that? Diablo 4 is an always online video game? Gosh. What a terrible coincidence. If only there was a way to make video games playable without an internet connection, but just technology hasn't gotten to that point yet. Hopefully someday. Oh wait, technology has caught up to that point because in the Beelzebub mod for Diablo 1, you get 50 tabs of storage right off the bat. If you can pick it up, you can store it. That's the philosophy Diablo games need to have. The Beelzebub mod apparently was also made by one guy. One guy managed to accomplish what 9,000 people at Blizzard couldn't. This is what teams are working diligently to improve so that we can have more stash ASAP. Gee, if only you guys worked diligently on this in the 6 years of fucking development time you had. Oh man, were you guys snorting coke in the bathroom and stealing the female employee's breast milk again? Huh? Were you doing that? It's too bad there was not a single brain cell amongst the 9,000 employees who worked on Diablo 4. And not one of them thought to bring up the issue of limited storage space in an RPG about collecting loot. Not one. You expect me to believe you hired fucking vegetables to make this game? No. Obviously, that idea is so outlandish, it can't possibly be true. So the real reason the stash is so limited is by intention. And then they say they're gonna try to introduce a gem tab in later seasons. It's gonna take time. Why are you guys so efficient? Why do you guys work like a well-oiled machine when you're making the game worse? But when it comes to like easy no-brainer fixes, it's like, bro, give me 6 months for that, man. That's a tall order. Gem tab? Are you crazy? We can't just throw that together in 6 years. Come on, man. Maybe buy some items in the store. Maybe we'll work faster.
This is something that is clearly obvious, has been addressed since day one. Blizzard saying they know this needs to happen, but now we're saying that a gem tab isn't going to be there until season 2, maybe season 3. Like it just can't take 6 months to add a gem tab. Not when you have 800 million in revenue, but there's things like this that are just taking too long. I mean, this is 2023. There's thousands of games. You can't take a year to add a gem tab. If you're evolving that slowly, you're dead. You're gone. It's over.
So in my Diablo 4 review, I talked about how dumb and boring the stats and itemization are. Jesus Christ, I did not do it justice. I did not even scratch the tip of the penis on how bad and maliciously designed Diablo 4's loot is. Okay, you want to see how crazy it is?
Let's see.
Wow, that's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them.
Holy fucking shit. Look at all these affixes. Yep. This section alone is just for calculating damage. Look at this nonsense. Damage while shapeshifted. Damaged while werebear. damage while werewolf, damage with werebear, damage with werewolf. Hey genius, how about you simplify all that into one that says damage while shapeshifted? You could do that and it'd work perfectly.
Yeah.
Damage versus frozen, damage versus dazed, damage versus immobilized, versus knockdown, stunned, trapped, slowed, tripped. How about damage versus crowd controlled? No, that's too simple, Act Man. This is artificial complexity at its most obvious and absurd. I have never seen such an asinine method of calculating damage in any other RPG in my lifetime. So the obvious question, once again, why is it...
Yeah, it's all about the damage buckets, if I can remember correctly.
...designed this way? Well, if you've been paying attention, you should know the answer already. I'll sum it up for you in one Reddit comment. I feel like I spend more time looking at gear than playing. That is mission accomplished by Blizzard. That was their exact intention. That is why there are so many affixes and pointless niche modifiers that you don't give a shit about. So you spend more time looking at the loot, more time grinding gold, so you can spend more time re-rolling those affixes that you actually want. It's no different than what they do with loot boxes. They put a bunch of dumb shit you don't care about in the loot boxes to elevate the stuff you do care about, to dilute the odds. This is not good design. This is not fun. It's not interesting or satisfying. But again, remember what I said. If you try to understand the logic of Blizzard's decisions and approach these things as if they are trying to make a good game, you're going to be confused. None of this is going to make any sense to you because you have the misconception that Blizzard is making Diablo 4 to be a good video game.
So how do you go about actually advancing this season journey? You check out your objectives and you do things like, oh, collect Gallo Vine, craft the chip gem. You're actually making me go out of my way to craft the gem. Like at this point, you're just telling me, do this thing because I fucking told you to do it, and you're gonna do it because you're a bitch. Change your gear's appearance at the wardrobe. Why is this an objective? Just go to your wardrobe, change. This is literally just a list of fucking chores, dude.
Yeah. You have to look at Diablo 4 from the perspective of a morally compromised businessman whose only objective is to keep you playing longer, and they will pull out every dirty trick in the book to achieve that.
Interact with 10 waypoints. Oh, now you know why they purposely removed your waypoints that you had in the Eternal Realm so that they can then make it an objective for you to go back and collect them again. Are you fucking kidding me? And by the way, do remember their original plan was to have you to collect all of the altars of Lilith again? This was their original plan? This is what they had planned?
Well, I didn't need 30 damage affixes to play D2 for 12 years. Don't you think that having a good system will more likely retain players than artificially prolonging the game?
What you say is heresy.
You think you can just make a fun video game and people will play it for no other reason than that? That is not what the data says. That is nonsense. Baldur's Gate 3 and Elden Ring thoroughly disprove this idea. This is why I'm so worked up, okay? Blizzard has zero fucking respect for your time as a player. And therefore, you should give them that same level of respect. Fucking zero. Damage with frost. Damage with cold. Bro. Say psych right now, dude. So, with that being said, here's another $1 million question that only people with an IQ of above 160 can get right. Why did the preseason patch nerf damage across the board? So it takes longer. The only question needed to be asked in the campfire chat. Please explain why you believe the game is more fun after the changes than before. Why? Cause shut your fucking mouth. That's why. Shut the fuck up, turn your brain off and keep playing. Don't ever stop playing. Don't ever stop playing Diablo 4 for any—
We want to, obviously acknowledge everyone's feedback in regards to reducing player power. We know it is bad. We know it is not fun.
Can you ask the dev team why they hate me so much, as well as other sorcerers? Again, you see the same type of bewilderment from all the Diablo fans who are under this misconception that Blizzard is trying to make a good video game for them. They can't make sense of why the game is getting worse, more tedious and boring. Some of the nerfs they made are such an oxymoron. I have trouble believing this is not an inside joke, like an ironic comedy of errors. Cooldown reduction often felt mandatory due to their raw power. We imagine cooldown reduction will remain a highly desirable stat, but the penalty for not prioritizing it won't be as harsh. This stat is highly desirable by every single build, therefore we're making it worse, which in turn makes it even more desirable. this is the path we've chosen instead of buffing other builds. But that's how Diablo 4 has gotten worse. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I'm gonna be limiting the comments to just 100 comments, so see, because when you click this video, it has to load all the other comments of everybody else who's posted one, so I'm gonna limit that to 100. Okay, all right, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe.
Damn, go subscribe to him. I just reacted to it, but yeah, first of all, go play D3. It's in a better state right now, and D4 will be like really, really great in like 10 seasons. And it's D3 all over again. It's quite sad that they like don't learn from it and must go through this procedure again. But yeah. It had a good base, it can still grow, but as it is right now, no comment. Yeah, but I guess that's it. I guess see you next time. Wafer out.